Good morning and happy Thursday to you. I just wanted to go over a few things for second and third period. Today, I made an attendance question in the proof of practice and attendance questions area here for Thursday. And I want to specifically read this out to you. You must take at least 5 to 10 photographs around your subject using the different compositions in the presentation you made last week. For example, zoomed in, finding interesting textures, mouse, and bird's eye view. What photographs around your subject are the most difficult? And so you are going to keep taking more pictures today, using your class time wisely, going out after school. You're going to do homework and take more photographs of all different types of things. Don't just take one shot and be done. When I photograph a sculpture, a person, I don't just take one or two pictures. I take like 40 photographs in different ways: bird's eye, mouse eye, zoomed in, zoomed out, symmetrical, asymmetrical, trying to find a reflective quality, trying to find all those different compositions that we just did, in our presentations to get the best shot. And then you're going to share with me, that's what this is all about, is different compositions. You did a whole presentation about it last week, so this should be very clear to you. I don't want to just see boring old photographs. So I am actually on the wrong agenda. Last week, I don't even need to explain that. You did that compositions, dynamic photographs. You should know what that means. And so you're going to be taking a boatload of pictures. And then from those pictures, you're going to select, the best ones that make sense for the presentation. I'm going to share with you a student from yesterday that I worked with. And in his presentation, he already shared his slideshow with me so we could have a good discussion. And so let me see if I can find that really quick. He's in third period. Geo stayed after class during student support, I believe. And it's not here. What the heck? I just worked on it with him. Huh. Oh, he emailed it to me. That's what happened. I don't want you to email it to me. I'd rather you put it in that area. But he did email it to me. So I know I looked at it. I just am trying to figure out what happened here. I sent him a response. Let's see. But I don't want you to email it or share it with me. I want you to turn it in the assignment. When you share it with me, it sends me an email, and I'm not going to look at your stuff through email. I have way too many emails every single day. So he, made a copy of the old presentation, deleted everything out, and started putting pictures in. And so I started looking at them, and I was telling him, yes, this is bird's eye view, but I'm very bored. I'm not into this. This isn't getting me excited. Now, if we change it later on, he could take even more pictures. He could make this smaller and put a variety of photographs. He could fill up this whole space with a bunch of different pictures that are bird's eye view. And he could talk to me about how he can make it work with his topic. Now, his topic is nature. And why is the world so cruel yet so beautiful? He has more essential questions. I would like him to write all of them down, and this is constantly evolving. Not only is it about nature, but it's about the destruction of nature and the fears and things. There's a lot more complexity to this. So yes, this has some grasp, but this to me doesn't really resonate as nature. I'm not wowed by this, and I had to be honest with him. I want him to make me care. Then he had these two pictures for bird's eye view of figures. Now, if he had taken pictures of this gentleman looking at the flower and he was standing over here pointing the camera, it would have been more impactful. You had to get your model to move around, or you need to move around your model and take different shots from up high, down low, from the bottom up, zoomed in. Like, this to me is not a good photograph. This is just one of many that he should have taken. So I told him he needs to go back and take more pictures because this is not strong. And so, if he had zoomed in and done like foreshortened picture of this guy, maybe it would have been really impactful of him grabbing the flower and smelling it and the smile on his face. But this, I don't even see his face and I don't care. So I want him to make me care. Now, this one's not too bad. For bird's eye view, I would have liked him to stand even taller looking up at the subject, but this is okay. Nothing looks foreshortened. Yes, it's up above, but I would have liked him to stand around and take many, many, many pictures. I would have loved him to lay on the grass and look at this dog and this beautiful, smiling young man and take more pictures. I would like him to try zoomed in, zoomed out, symmetrical, asymmetrical, all kinds of things, foreshortened, bird's eye, mouse eye. I would have liked to seen it all based on this one person. This one, though, blew my mind. This was mouse eye view of scapes. And this is just an ordinary yard, but he got down low. He wasn't afraid to really get near that earth. And then this one, I was like, wow, now we're talking. Now I care. And he had 3 different photographs of the same thing, different angles, and he placed them here. And I'm like, you know what? That's a beautiful composition. I like this. We could do a lot with this. I told him, we could pretend and make humans little ants crawling around, and we can use different um, programs to manipulate this, like Photoshop, Pixlr. You guys can get Pixlr. It's not a live app. It's an app that you can load. It's free, and you can play around and do filters and all kinds of stuff. So I was wowed by this. I took a screenshot of this, and then we played with it in Photoshop. And then, so this is the original version. This is another version that we played with. Let me make this larger. And then this one was like kind of like how the textures and the colors, the vibrations of it. And so he could talk and he could write about this. And this shows revision. So this is his original, and then he revised it, and then he revised it again. And these are stages of, evolution and change. And he can write and talk about it. He could do the interesting little critters crawling across that are humans, but they're the size of ants, all these weird things that I was telling you about. So I want you to understand that these photographs, the work you put into it now is going to pay off for all of your art pieces later. If you are in AP2D, your photographs can count as art pieces. And so that's really important for you to understand, and you need to invest time into this. Yes, you're taking a lot of pictures right now, but that doesn't mean you're done. If they're not strong, I'm going to send you back, and I'm not going to give you the points. So, this is going to be an interaction. I love that the kids' expression, maybe we could crop this and play around. This isn't as mouse eye view as I would like. And he has this flower here, and I talked to him about it. Like, if you had taken shots around this flower in different ways, I would have liked to see the variety of shots here. I would like to see, more. More is going to be more on this. And I like that his images are nice and easy to read, but he could have shrunk it down and showed me a whole lot more, and I could have given him more feedback. And so he's working on it. And I asked him if I could share this with you all today. Let me see what else. Unusual angles. I think he could have taken more shots of this in different angles. I would have liked to seen more angles of it. Like, here's the trash and here's the nature trying to grow through the concrete jungle, and he could talk about that and do art pieces and discussion about that. Ooh, now we have asymmetrical and symmetrical. Now I want to show you, I could easily grab, oh, maybe I can't. Let me see if I can copy, and then I could put it in Photoshop, file, new, whatever. It's gonna let me do it? No, it didn't. That's okay. I can do a screenshot of this very easily, and then I can drag that to Photoshop, which I happen to have on my computer. And then, yeah, it's a little dark. He played with it, but I would have liked more contrast. I don't see lights, mediums, and darks. And so I could just shove that in here, and we could have played with it some more. by doing little adjustments. And you know what? This isn't going to let me, but I could play with the contrast of this. I just want to let you know there's a lot of potential with your pictures that you may not know. So I'm not going to do this right now because I did it wrong, and I don't want to waste your class time. I want you to, get excited and go around and take more pictures. Let's see here. And then, he has this one. He can stage people doing things. Like, I don't really know what this has to do with nature so much. I told him it would be great because his is on nature, how like it's being taken over by construction. He could go to the freeway overpasses and stuff, get down low and take a picture up at the bridges, and how like, look, this was all nature and now it's overcome with freeways and buildings. So I would also like him to have a variety of models instead of the same models. So that's something to think about. You can even have somebody take a picture of you as long as you tell them how you want them to take the picture. So here's more nature. I'm not very wowed by this. I want to see lots and lots more. But that one I showed you where we did the different stages was really cool. This one, reflection, quality. I would have liked to seen the person maybe looking at the glass and seeing both, because this just looks like the regular person just standing there in the shot and it's very dark. Maybe if he was touching the glass and you could see the two entities looking at each other. So the sooner you share your stuff with me, the better. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video and open this up to questions and grading.